Welcome to MLAC Online tutorial and welcome to class today. Now today we'll be looking at this polynomial question, and it reads that the remainder when f of x equals 2px squared minus p squared x minus 14 is divided by x minus 3 is 10. Now we are told to calculate the values of p. Okay, so this question is just, in basic term, it's just synonymous to saying that we are dividing 5 by 2. And you know, in this case now, 2 in 5, that will give us 2, right? Now 2 times 2 will give us 4, right? Then 5 take away 4, we are left with what? 1. So which implies that when 2 go in 5, it's 2. We have a remainder of what? 1. So that is just what this question is telling us. Okay? So in this case now, since if this goes through this function, the remainder is 10. Okay? It means that we can say, let me come over to this side, that let us make x minus 3 equals what? 0. Okay? Because it's one of the factors. Alright, but has a remainder of what? 10. So here you have that x, okay, then equals 3. That is when we add 3 to both sides of this equation. Okay, now since we've arrived at this point where x equals 3 from this, so we need to plug in the value of 3 into this function. And take note, the remainder is what? 10. Alright, so we come here. So wherever we see x in this function, we replace it with what? 3. And everything will be equals to what? 10. Just as in this case. So here we have that 2p, then into 3 raised to the power of 2, then minus p squared, okay, into 3, then minus 14. Take note, everything equals what? 10, which is the remainder. Alright, so let us now evaluate here. This 3 raised to the power of 2 is 9. 9 times 2 here is 18. So here we have 18p, then minus, so let me put 3p squared, then minus 14. Now if I decide to bring this 10 over to the right hand side of the equation, it becomes what? Minus, right? Yeah. So minus 10, then all equals what? 0. So here we have that 18p minus 3p squared, then minus 14 minus 10, that will give us minus 24. So minus 24 all equals what? 0. Now if you look at this now, it's more or less like a quadratic equation, right? So let us rearrange it to, so that it will be more presentable. So here we have minus, that is bringing this minus 3p squared. Then the next one should be plus 18p, then minus 24 equals what? 0. Okay. So now you can see that here the coefficient of p squared is having -3. So what we just need to do to make it less complex is let's divide the whole equation by the coefficient of p squared, which is what? -3. So and when we do that, we end up having -3. Let me just do that so that we have a clear picture of what we are doing. Then minus 24, then equals 0. Then divide this by -3, divide this by -3, divide this by -3, divide this by -3. So this eliminates it. Now take note of this plus and take note of this minus. So in this case now, we have minus remaining. So let's say this is p squared. Then here we have what? Minus, okay, because plus divided by minus is minus. Then 3 here, 1, 3 here, what? We have 6. So here we are left with 6p. Then here, take note, minus divided by minus will give us what? Plus. Then 3 here, 1, 3 here, 8. So we are left with what? 8, then equals what? Then 0. So at this point now, we just need to what? Factorize. Now, since the leading coefficient here is 1, so let's do this. Now, since the variable here is p, let's add p here, let's add p here, okay? And since the product, that is the constant number here, which is the product, is positive, it means that the two numbers multiplying must be negative, negative. So here we have negative, then negative. Alright, so what are those two numbers in which when you multiply, will give you 8, and you add them, give you negative 6. So that should be 4 and 2, right? Now, since they will be negative, just put 4 here and put what? 2 here. So it means that these two terms now equals to 0. So we say that p minus 4 should be equals to 0, and p minus 2 equals to what? 0. So when we add 4 to both sides of the equation here, we end up having that p equals 4, right? So when we add 2 to both sides of the equation here, we end up having that p equals 2. So the values of p are 4 or 2. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share this tutorial with other learners. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye bye.